How's it going, football fans? Thank you for joining us at WOUB.org for our midweek preview of our game of the week. I'm Brodie, joined alongside MVL reporter Pat Chiesa. Well, it's week 9. It's our game of the week. It's involved with the MVL. It must be Sheridan Tri-Valley week. It certainly is. It's the top 2 teams in the MVL. Both are undefeated in the conference. Both have been dominant. Both are heading to the playoffs regardless of the outcome of this game. But, Pat, winning the conference would certainly be huge for both these teams confidence-wise going into the playoffs. What are some keys to the game for our team, starting off with our home team, Sheridan?
Oh, you're right, Blake. This one's for all the marbles. Starting off with the home team, the Sheridan Generals, they need to continue dominating their ground attack. We've seen how effective Mitchell Fouch has been all season long. 16 touchdowns through 8 weeks, racked up 195 yards on the ground last week in a pivotal game against Maysville. And this is a run-first team. So Coach Culver, I mean, he's got to keep calling on number 27, giving him the ball, and that will be the key for them. And of course, they have 2 capable backups as well, in the fullback Nick Alsbach and the backup running back Drew Murray. Those are kind of run down your throat guys, and Fouch is a shifty back, so I love Sheridan's run game. Also, on the other side of the ball, their defense must put pressure on Tri-Valley quarterback Nathan Strock. Strock is a quality quarterback. He's only a junior, but he's a pro-style quarterback, already getting plenty of looks from D1 schools. Their secondary has shown holes this year, Sheridan's has, particularly against Cambridge. Cambridge quarterback Kyle Wilson threw all over them. So this secondary is going to have to saddle up and try to contain Strock, and that defensive line is going to have to try to put as much pressure on them as they can to make his day a tough one.
All right, Strock obviously going to be key to stop for Sheridan. What are some keys for Tri-Valley then? Well,
for Tri-Valley, you know, I mentioned how Sheridan does not want Nathan Strock to pass. Tri-Valley wants Sheridan's quarterback Drew Murray to throw the ball. Drew Murray, it's his first year starting, and he's unproven. I mean, Sheridan has played, I don't want to say a cupcake schedule, but they haven't exactly played tough teams this year, and they really haven't had to throw the ball a double-digit amount of times a game. They've handed the ball off to Mitchell Fouch, and he's done work. Drew Murray really hasn't had to put the team on his shoulders. If you're Justin Buttermore in Tri-Valley, you want to try it. Of course, it's a two-way street. You want to try to shut down Mitchell Fouch and make Coach Culver, Drew Murray, and company beat you in the air. Also, like I said, Tri-Valley has to execute their passing game, and they have done it all year, but Nathan Strock will be the X factor in this game. Their only loss of the season was against Dover, and that was also coincidentally the only game this season where Nathan Strock did not throw a touchdown pass. So Tri-Valley has to get it done in the air by way of the arm of Nathan Strock if they want to win this game.
Okay, well, the game Friday night is going to be played in Thornville, so Sheridan will have the home crowd, obviously advantage Generals there, but that said, Tri-Valley, they've certainly played a tough enough schedule to get them prepared for that kind of atmosphere Friday night.
Yeah, they have. Sheridan will have the Red Rage behind them. They will be pumped up in Thornville. But if you look at the schedules these two teams have played, Tri-Valley has played a much tougher schedule. They beat Division I Upper Arlington week 1 in overtime. That was a big win against a very capable opponent from Columbus. They lost a tough one to Dover, but hey, this is the same Dover team that knocked the Generals out of the state quarterfinals last year, so needless to say, they're a good team. And they also beat New Lex 2 weeks ago, who I would, in my opinion, is the 3rd best team in this conference. So Tri-Valley has played 3 quality opponents. If you look at Sheridan, I mean, they beat Cambridge week 5. Both teams are 4-0 heading into that week. But since then, Cambridge has kind of tailed off.
Right.
They're on the outside looking in the playoff picture right now. They beat a good Maysville team last week, but they had some trouble with Maysville. And this is a Maysville team that is all but eliminated from the playoffs. So this will be a tough test for Coach Culver's team. By far the best team they've played so far this year.
Yeah, obviously, then no doubt about that here. Now, it wouldn't be a game of the week, Chad, if I didn't put you on the hot seat and ask for a prediction. So go out on a limb for us. Tell us who's going to win this matchup Friday and give us the final score.
Well, you know, here I am talking about how Sheridan really hasn't played anybody this year, but I truly do think they're going to pull out this game. It's going to be close, but I love the Generals at home, Blake. I have Sheridan winning by a field goal, 27-24. It's going to come down to the wire, but I like the Generals to win this game and take the MVL for 2011.
Okay, well, it certainly wouldn't surprise me if it came down to a field goal. Both these teams very equal. They've both been dominant all season long, but you're taking Sheridan. We'll see if Pat's right come Friday night. Remember, check out the rest of the website for previews and for analysis of all our games we're covering Friday night. And remember, our Player of the Year watch list is going to be cut down to a final 5 on the show Friday night. The voting for our watch list ends Wednesday at noon, so make sure you get your votes in there and help us out to narrow that list of 5. We'll take your vote into account, but we'll also make sure we have the top 5 we think have been the best players and to represent our Player of the Year vote the final weeks of the season here. So remember, those will be released on the show Friday night, our top 5. So make sure you come back and watch us Friday night. That wraps up our Game of the Week chat this week. For Pat Chiesa, I'm Blake Brodie saying so long. We'll see you Friday night.